欢迎, hi, welcome. It is great to see you again. Good health is something that everybody wants. And one of the best ways to eat healthy is to eat vegetarian every day. Where's the beef? Hey, it is not here today because I'm going to show you how to make some Greek vegetarian dishes with a little twist. But first, let's take a look at the spiritual side of Chinese food. Nestled at the western base of Mount Songshan, one of China's secret mountains is Shaolin Temple, a Buddhist monastery. And nestled at the eastern end of Canal Street in New York Chinatown is the Mahayana Temple, a spiritual oasis. It is so quiet and peaceful, a total contrast from all the hustle-bustle of New York traffic. It is a great place to take a break for a few minutes during the day, to meditate and to offer a few prayers. The Buddhist religion values all life forms and advocates a vegetarian diet. And Chinatown is a great place to shop for fresh produce. There are lots of shops and a wonderful open market. Everything is here at bargain prices. Oh, winter melon, hot chilies, okra, Chinese eggplants. You know what? I've been waiting for 2 hours to get a couple pounds of vegetable. This is a good deal. That's why we've been waiting at the long line. With all the fresh vegetables around, it is no surprise that there's a wonderful vegetarian restaurant in the middle of Chinatown. Today, I'm going to show you how they cook up fish, chicken, pork, and even meatloaf in a vegetarian restaurant. First, a true vegetarian stir-fry. Look at this, colorful vegetable with different color, different texture, and of course, a lot of vitamins and minerals right here. The idea is to use vegetarian ingredients to imitate the form and flavor of meat and seafood. Here is a vegetarian fish. You see the seaweed here? Now this, of course, is mixed with this. This is what gives that nice seafood fish flavor. Now, this is boneless though. This is good. You don't have to worry about boning the fish. Deep fry in a wok. Stir-fried vegetables and sauce. And it's ready. Whoa, look at this. This is the first vegetarian fish you'll ever try. You love meatloaf like me. This is vegetarian meatloaf, right? This is with mushroom and wheat gluten and carrot, and steam them, and then you put them in the fridge. After that, you slice it into a little meatloaf. Black pepper beef over broccoli. The menu looks very much like any regular menu, but all these seafood, meat, and poultry dishes are made from substitutes. It is a Chinese vegetarian tradition that is hundreds of years old. The result is flavor, texture, and presentation to match the real meat and seafood. A vegetarian feast. The proprietor, Mr. Deng, actually has a nutritionist on retainer. Dr. Yang is a strong advocate of a vegetarian diet. He believes a vegetarian diet is the first step to good health. While the benefit of new medicine may not be known for years, a daily healthy vegetarian diet shows quicker result. So we dive in fish. Meatloaf, even chicken and barbecue pork. But it is all vegetarian. And it is even certified kosher by a rabbi. I want to thank Dr. Yang and chef proprietor, Mr. Deng.
Thank you.
And let's live and be healthy for the next 200 years. Oh, I've been deep frying this potato basket for my vegetarian dish. I call it market basket vegetable stir fry. Look at this. Nice, use medium-high heat. Okay, let's drain it well. Now this is a very strange looking piece of equipment. I inherited from my great-grandmother. Let's put this over here, set it aside, nice and golden brown. Like this, let it drain really well. Nice and golden brown, okay? And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually do that later on. Now, first, I want to get this going because I want to braise this market basket vegetable stir fry. Let's turn this on, put a tiny bit of oil. Now, there are actually 3 different types of vegetarian cuisine. One is the imperial cuisine, which is serving very expensive ingredients like bamboo pith, a lot of very exotic mushrooms. And another one is a more religious type of vegetarian dishes that they don't use anything that are too spicy. No garlic, no ginger, no chive, nothing. It's just either gluten or tofu or a lot of fresh vegetable. And then, of course, another one is just everyday use, everyday home style or restaurant dish. It's just for health reasons. That means you can do all kind of vegetable, all kind of stuff. Now, then I'm going to put in all the wonderful ingredient here. We have soybeans, purple cabbage, soybeans. This is soybean sprouts, mung bean sprouts, straw mushrooms, snow peas, snow fungus, broccoli, carrot, cauliflower, everything is right here. Stir. Very nice, very easy to do. And then, of course, let it braise with some vegetarian broth. Vegetarian broth. And then some, this is not the religious vegetarian, so I can use a tiny bit of salt, a tiny bit of pepper, and a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, okay? And also, even a tiny bit of soy sauce. Wonderful. Soy sauce. And then, of course, another thing that I would like to use is vegetarian oyster sauce made from mushrooms. This is it. Then I will cover this up and let it braise for a little while, okay? Let it braise for a little while. In the meantime, I want to show you how to build a basket. Now, if you don't have one of these old fancy stuff, I call fancy because I've been using this ever since I came to the US and travel all over Canada, all over the world, and I carry this in my suitcase. You shredded this potato. You can use taro root or potato. And then line this up on the bottom. Put the one layer on the bottom first. Line them all up like this. See this? I'm going to put it right there so everybody can see. And then I line up this on the side. Line up this on the side. Line them all up on the side. Line them all up on the side. On the side. If I feel sticking out, no problem. You know why? Because it looks more natural anyway. Just the right amount to cover the whole basket. And then you put this whole thing into here. And then you hold on to this and you put in hot oil and you just deep fry like this. No problem at all. Very easy to do. Now, the next thing I want to show you is, you know what? Just in case you don't have one of these things, you know, go to a gourmet shop or restaurant supply, buy those French basket. Those basket, they do bird's nest in a little basket. You can buy them. A French chef use that all the time. Here, I have some snow pea because I want to throw some sugar snap pea and snow pea, and extra mushroom, and fresh shiitake mushroom, and king erangi mushroom right in there, and also some extra wood ear. Here, whenever you do this, you can always cut it up like this, or quarters, okay? Or you can do 1 and 2, 3 pieces, or 4 pieces. Oh, this is beautiful. I just cut it in half, and I cut it in angle again, and I cut it in angle again. This gives wonderful texture. I cut it in half, and then put it all together, because I don't want to waste this. Whoa, this is looking good. And then I put all the mushroom right in here and save these extra wood ear and shiitake mushroom. Stir them a little bit. Whoa, look at the color. Beautiful, colorful. You know, you can be eating very healthy with this. Now, you remember the chef in New York do a lot of imitation meat, because even the monk, they're human. They love to dream that they're eating something that are fish, that are meat. That's the reason why they have imitation meat, imitation fish. Now, this is sugar snap pea. You snap this off, and you snap this off. You see this? Snap this off. This is the same. You snap this strain, step the strain. See? And then you throw them all in. And then we are ready to serve. I love to have a tiny bit of extra sauce because the flavor. This is vegetarian sauce, and then thicken this up. Oh, this is beautiful. Always remember, now, vegetarian dish, that you are allowed to use cornstarch because this is also vegetable anyway. Put it in right where the boiling liquid is. This is ready to go. This is just the right color, the right consistency. And then I want to show you how easy it is to serve this. Let's shut this off. Oh, look at this. I have a little basket, potato basket here. It is so beautiful. You know, vegetarian dish can be very nice. You do not have to put any meat and you still eat very, very well. And the great thing about this is it is for good health. This is what we have here. Market basket, vegetable stir fry. I've spent a few minutes pan frying this vegetarian full fish. Look at that, beautiful, golden brown, nice. And I turn them around and let it continue to pan fry until they're really nice golden brown. This is already beautiful. Now, here I'm going to serve some wonderful stir-fried vegetable here on top of the fish or underneath the fish. Now, they always say, hey, why imitation fish? As I said, even the monks in the monastery, they like to dream of having something real. Green onion, carrot, bamboo shoot, snow pea, fresh shiitake mushroom, and you can even use, a tiny, tiny bit of enoki mushroom. Stir, stir. In the meantime, this is going really well. Stir, stir, and then put a tiny bit of water. Whoa. Vegetarian oyster sauce, a tiny bit of sugar, and a tiny bit of salt, tiny bit of garlic. Whoa, that's all you need. If you want, you can even use a tiny bit of vinegar. Oh, make it nice and sweet and sour. And then, tiny bit of soy sauce. Because we're not a religious vegetarian here, vegetarian dish, that's why home, just for health. So I put a tiny bit of white pepper too. Look at this. I'm going to make enough sauce so everybody can see that this is a wonderful dish. Enough sauce. Always remember, 1 portion of cornstarch to about 2 to 3 portions of water. Where the liquid is, stir. This will do it. Wonderful. Look at this. When this is all nice and done, and I'm going to show you why I'm doing this. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this full fish, okay? I think this is getting ready. Let it braise a little bit. This is how we do it. Here, you start with some tofu, firm tofu, okay? You squeeze the water out. Look at this. Squeeze the water out. The firm tofu. Very, very hard squeeze. This cheesecloth. Get this little tofu ball here, okay? And then the next thing we'll do it, put some fresh water chestnut right here. See, this is fresh water chestnut. You peel them. You can eat them raw. Use only fresh water chestnut, okay? Mix them all up. Put a tiny bit of vegetarian oyster sauce. Put a tiny bit of chopped garlic, okay? Very nice. I think my sauce is ready, so we shut it off. This is going to be good. And then some chopped walnut, beautiful chopped walnut, like this. Now let me show you how easy it is to chop walnut. All you have to do is hold on to this and put this right over here, and you go crush it. Now this is a perfect walnut. I hate to crush this. It's very hard to find walnut this beautiful, but you got to do what you got to do. And I put this right over here, mix them all up, and I put a tiny bit of salt and a tiny bit of sugar. Wow, look at this. This is nice and flavorful. And then I'm going to make our full fish. Okay? This is it. Let me show you how easy it is. Here, you have a piece of bean curd sheet. Okay? And I cover this with wet towel. Before that, I use water with a brush to make it nice and pliable, like this. Let me show you. This is how it looks. This whole piece, like this. Okay? This is the bean curd sheet. Whole piece of like a fabric, okay? Look at that. And then, of course, you should keep it nice and moist in the fridge. And then I break up some of these. I can break up some of these. Or you can just chop it up yourself, okay? Break this up. This is a seaweed to give that nice color contrast, okay? And in fact, you can even fold the whole thing there. Then you put this right in the middle. Put this right in the middle. Okay, depends on how big this full fish is, okay? Now, everybody take a look. You put this, shape this, and you roll this, and you roll this, and you roll this, okay? And you roll this, and you roll this. And then I have a little fish here to follow the fish. And then I push this, and I push this, and I push this, and I squeeze this, and I squeeze this. Oh, look at this. This is nice and soft, okay? And then you, towards the end, you push it like this. Look at this. This, you spread them all out, you squeeze, and you spread them all out like that. You have a shape of the fish, and then you can put the eye here. This is how you make the fish, okay? Now, I think we are ready to serve, okay? Let's take this over here. We'll show you. We use 2 of this big spatula. Squeeze this out. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at the fish. And then put a fish eye right here. And then you put the sauce. Put some over here. Put some over on the side. This is so beautiful. I don't want to cover my whole fish. That's why I put this on the side, so everybody can see my fish. You know what? This is wonderful. It looks good. Imitation, but you know what? I love it. Besides this, I also, look at this. I have also used Napa cabbage to make that, I call it vegetarian faux fish. I'm cutting some ginger, shredded ginger. For my next dish, clay pot bean curd. I love bean curd. Ever since I was a little kid, my mother always fixed bean curd. It's healthy, it is light, it goes well with any sauce. This is what it will do. Put a tiny bit of oil right here. In the clay pot, you notice that the clay pot is enforced with all this wiring to make it nice and strong, just in case you bump into it. It protects the clay pot. And then the first thing I do is put some wonderful shredded ginger and some shallot and leek. These are nice spicy vegetable. This is a healthy dish. It is not a religious vegetarian dish, because I love the spices of all these wonderful fresh herbs. I call it herbs because it's so spicy. And then, of course, put a tiny bit of mushroom, shiitake mushroom, straw mushroom, and carrot. Give color contrast, very important. Color contrast. Extra piece of ginger, and saute this. And then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some cellophane noodle, which is already soaked. Okay? Some cellophane noodle. Soak it for a little while, and also mix it and put it right over there. And then we put the broth. Now, never put any cold broth or cold water into your clay pot. This is made with mushroom, see? Mushroom broth. Oh, this is beautiful. And then we'll get it done. A lot of broth, because look at this. This is beautiful. And then Flavor this with a tiny bit of vegetarian oyster sauce, tiny bit of sugar, tiny bit of pepper, and this time I also use a tiny bit of extra sesame seed oil. And then we put the tofu in. This is fresh, regular firm tofu. Put it in, and this is deep fried tofu. That means you can actually have 2 different types of tofu. Line them all up, okay? Oh, this is beautiful. And then we let it cover. Oh, you know what? I love cellophane noodle. So I use a tiny bit more on the top and let it simmer for a little while. Now, I love freshwater chestnut. This is freshwater chestnut. This is how you do it. You trim both sides, and then you peel this like this. Peel this, peel this, peel this like this. Peel this, peel this. You know what? You can actually eat it. It's so wonderful, okay? This is nice and done. And then we'll cut this up into little chunks, cut it up into little chunks, and then we can also put this right inside here. Now, let's see. I have done another one here earlier, clay pot. And look at that, it's so beautiful. And I'm gonna move over here and make sure this is looking good. I'm gonna garnish this a little bit. I have all kind of clay pot here. The Japanese style clay pot, traditional clay pot, and the Yunnan air pot. Garnish this, put it right here. And then be careful because it's very, very hot. The great thing about serving food in clay pot is it keep it warm and hot for a lot longer than a regular plate. You see, that's the reason why you see still bubbling. Here, clay pot bean curd. Check it out. Little Miss Muffet didn't have curd so good. Have a great time trying this out. Remember, if Yan can cook vegetarian, so can you. 再见。